Hi everyone, this is Cheryl and welcome to my sewing room. I was shopping at Walmart the other day and I came across this really pretty tablecloth, but I want to dress it up just a little bit. So if you're interested in getting this tablecloth, go to your Walmart store, and it is Better Homes and Gardens tablecloth. It was very affordable. It comes in multiple sizes. I bought the largest one, and I think it was only around maybe $15. So let's get started. I've selected this cream-colored lace here because it matches the cream-colored thread that's running throughout this tablecloth. I'm going to overlap it by 1/4 of an inch and then stitch it down along each side, but stop about 3 inches from the corner on each side. Make sure the lace is extending out by at least 3 inches from the edge on each side. We need that extra lace there so that we can do a mitered corner. You're going to start stitching here all the way down, start stitching about here all the way down, and when you get to the next corner, do the same thing. Stop 3 or 4 inches before you get to the corner. I'm just keeping this spool of lace in my lap, and I'm lining it up along the lower edge, and remember, overlap about 1/4 of an inch, and I'm just stitching on the upper section of the lace. I'm not pinning it on, I'm just aligning it up as I stitch. So here we go. And as you stitch a little bit, just line it up. And this actually goes pretty fast. So continue on down to the next corner, and remember, stop 3 or 4 inches away from the next corner. I'm down to the corner, and I've stopped about 3 or 4 inches from the corner here. Now I'm going to go out about 3 inches from the corner here and trim the lace. After cutting your lace there, then line it up, go down 3 or 4 inches from this corner here, and begin stitching again. This is the roll that my lace came off of. It's Simplicity. I bought it at Walmart also. There's 3 yards on each one of these. It took me 4 of these to cover this tablecloth. This tablecloth again is 60 by 120. So I pretty much had to buy 4 complete rolls so that I wouldn't have to stitch pieces together in the middle of one side. If you should have to stitch them together for whatever reason, make your seam no more than 1/4 of an inch, and then do a little zigzag stitch over the raw edge so that it does not unravel. To do your mitered corners, it is very helpful if you have a ruler with a 45-degree line going through it. It's going from corner to corner. And this is what you need to do that mitered corner. So take one side of your lace and pull it straight out. Make sure you're still covering 1/4 of an inch of the lower edge of your tablecloth. Take your 45-degree line and place it on the lower edge here. Then you're going to move your ruler to where your 1/4 inch line, I'm going to move this back a little bit, is touching right here where the lace and the tablecloth meet. It's going right there in that corner. So that's where you're going to put that 1/4 inch line. Take your time. Make sure that that line is straight across. Move that 1/4 inch line back. Check your 45-degree line, because things shift really easy when you're doing this. Okay, once you have it lined up, I'm sorry my hand is in the way. I'm going to do this again at another angle. You're now going to cut. Okay, so I've cut it off. So you'll notice it's sticking out 1/4 inch past this edge here. You want it that way because that's going to be in your seam allowance. So now pull this one back. Take the other side and make sure it's 1/4 inch on top over here. Take your 45-degree line, place it on the lower edge. Move the 1/4 inch line over here right into this corner where the lace and the tablecloth meet. Keep adjusting where you need to, because this 45-degree line needs to be straight across. Put that 1/4 inch line in there over here. Recheck and recheck until you think you got it all straight. And then go ahead and cut it off. Now you're going to fold your tablecloth so that you're able to bring these front sides together. Okay, front sides together. And I would pin this and then stitch that 1/4 inch right along here. Now, before you do anything else, before you try to stitch it down, open it up and make sure it fits right into that corner. If you need to take it apart because it's too tight or it's still too big, you have time to do that before you start stitching everything down, and then you've got a real nightmare. So take your time. Do all your corners like that. After you are satisfied with the way it looks, if you need to trim any more off of your seam because you had to tighten it up a little bit, do so. Leave it around 1/4 inch. Then do a little zigzag stitch along the raw edge. Then open it up, and I would at this point pin it down because you don't want this to slip around while you are stitching. Go ahead and pin it and then finish stitching around those two sides on that corner, and then you're done. For more table linens and table runner projects, go to the green screen at the end of this video and click on the links. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click on thumbs up, and don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click on that red subscribe button down there in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. Enter your email address, click on that little bell so you receive email notifications about my latest video. I'm Cheryl, and I'm so glad you came to my sewing room. See you next time, and happy sewing!